Peace.
Peace.
Yes, I'm here today, man, and just for a couple of things to get clarified. You know, just wondering, how things been going. I've seen you out, actively protesting and bringing awareness to the people. So, what do you think brought about this notion, man?
Brought about the notion is history. You know what I'm saying? Um, the history, the history of oppression. You know what I'm saying? That I'm personally aware of. You know what I mean? A mental state that I had to free myself from. You understand what I'm saying? So in understanding that, you know, I wanna do something about that. I wanna be active in things like that and do my part in showing support. I stand in unison, um, you know, with the 39 states that are demonstrating right now and being a voice. You know what I mean? I want to be a voice, man. You know what I mean? And you got it ain't about where you from. It's about where you at. You know what I'm saying? We in Steubenville, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna move where we at because, like I said before, there's a lot of problems that exist here too. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I believe that the problems here, when we say in the Ohio Valley in general, is probably worse when it comes to racial equality and discrimination and things like that. Probably worse in this demographic. Probably worse than the big cities. And the reason why is because there's no culture here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in this area, man, suffer from the Jim Crow Down syndrome. You know what I mean? Like people still live. I mean, mentally, like it's the 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see the segregation and all that here. You know what I'm saying? Like people only come together in this demographic during pastime sports. You know what I mean? Like nobody really delegate like that. The communities don't delegate all like that. You know what I'm saying? They over here, we over here. And this and personally, man, on a different level, like I said before, I've experienced racial discrimination and been racial profiled so many times. Like I said before, it's exhausting. You know what I mean? Um, Me personally, um, I could have been, Eric Gardner. You know what I'm saying? And one of my experiences, um, in this area, um, I experienced a situation with the police about it might have been about 7 years ago, um, in the area of Martins Ferry. You know what I mean? Where I had to run in with the law. They had pulled me over on some child support warrant type thing, which I got cleared up. But the thing was that I ended up running. The guy asked me why I ran, and I said because I was afraid. And he said, well, he told his officers, y'all should have shot him, like flat out, like y'all should have shot him. And I said, well, is that what y'all do? I said, that's what y'all do? Y'all kill niggas? He said, yeah, that's what we do. This ain't Steubenville. We kill niggas there. So, by me saying that, what I'm saying is, to make a long story short, is that mentality exists here too. You know what I'm saying? It just these issues and these things that go on get swept under the rug. You know what I'm saying? And it's demographic because people don't stand in unison. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody in this demographic really stand in unison, man. It shouldn't have to take the fatality of a cop. I mean of anybody by the cops or anything like that just for your voice to be heard. You understand what I'm saying? Like
What do you think brings about that disunity? What do you think um causes that?
social relations, man. I mean, they can't relate to our culture. You see what I'm saying? Like they intimidated. You know what I'm saying from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? They intimidated from the beginning because they can't relate. You know what I'm saying? See, it's already in their mind, man, to use more of a force when it comes to black youth or people of color based on what they see on TV and in movies and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, say you take the Django for instance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we'll just use the Django as an example. Like the Django at the end of the movie, you know what I mean? He ended up killing a whole bunch of white people and things like that or whatever. And then like, they look at shit like that and be like, this ain't, to them, that's not their reality. Like, nigga, we'll kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we you know what I mean? Like, don't jump, like, they don't want, like people to really, like, start thinking that they possess that type of power. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But, and then, I mean, and then they see these, they see these different, these different rappers and things like that, man. And they become intimidated by the culture that they can't relate to, man. And they need, like I said before, man, they need classes in social relations. You know what I'm saying? They need to learn how to socially relate to us. Every brother that dressed, you know what I'm saying, like this, or with fatigues on, or with some Timbs or whatever, every brother